Welcome to Yin Yoga. Go ahead and pause this video to get a bolster, yoga bolster, and a block, one or two, or you can also get two thick books and a couch cushion or a really thick couch pillow. We're going to take this block and we're going to set it right underneath where you sit. Now, how you're supposed to sit is a little forward. Some people sit this way, improper way to sit, because then you're sitting on your glutes. You need to sit a little bit forward on your, they call it the sits bone. And you'll know it when you feel it. If this is too challenging for your journey, that's okay. You can always take this and place it at the bend. You may also want to get a blanket. Really breathe into that back body because it helps alleviate if you have any tension on the right glute or left. It really helps to alleviate that tension. The more you inhale and fill up the tummy and the lungs and exhale out slow, the more tension you release on each exhale. Allow your jaw to relax as well. And make sure that's the tops of your feet that are on whatever surface you're on. Yes, it may be a little bit discomfort. Just breathe through it. You can do it. Just means that the top of your feet and probably the bottom of your feet too have tension. So just breathe. You can close your eyes if you want, or you can focus on something within your gaze. Allow your back to relax and drop down. But sit as straight as possible, not super straight, just a tad bit forward. come out of if it's uncomfortable, and then go right back into the same pose. This is hero pose. Bring your knees together as much as you can. And maybe there's no need for block. If you can do it without a block, awesome. You may need to roll up a towel or a blanket to just a cushion right underneath the knees though. Just lead with your heart. All right. Now come to a seat. Get rid of the block if you were using one. And come into forward fold. Just go, let your body lead. If needed, you can take the yoga bolster, put it on top of your lap. Toes pointing to you. Also, if needed, you can place a block if you feel like that your head may be hanging in midair. breathe into that back body. Release all that tension in your glutes, your hamstrings, and your gastrocs, also known as the calves, and your feet. Just let go. And surrender on each exhale. You can bring your hands under your calves if needed. And you can also bend a little bit in the knees if needed as well. Allow your jaw to relax. Keep your back as flat as possible so there's no pull. Circulate that breath, inhaling in through the right nostril down the spine, exhaling out through the left side of the spine, out the left nostril. Inhale in. Right nostril down the right side of the spine, exhale out, left side of the spine, left nostril. You can let your feet relax. Just allow your body to do what it needs to do in a safe way. Come out a little bit if you need to. Just to give your back a break. Inhale up. Smart back bend. Exhale forward. We want to pay attention to our body. So you may have to do that a couple times if you feel a pull in the low back. Allow your jaw to relax and allow your arms to relax. What I love about yin, it takes patience, which is very feminine, which is why it's called yin. The feminine is very patient. That's why we stay in poses. And of course we have to work up to it, but it's why we stay in poses for 8 to 10 minutes. We're patient with the body and allowing the body allowing the tendons, more specifically the tendons and the skeletal system, to do what it needs to do. The tendons are overstretching. That's why it takes a while to get into position, into a pose. Because it does create a slight little fiber tears, because it's going into a stretch it hasn't been into before. And the breath supports with the discomfort. So there is some masculine in there with the breath. And if you find yourself going forward, great. Just listen. Feel into it. And when I say it's okay to bend the knees, I mean slightly. I don't mean full on bend. Just slightly. Allow yourself to surrender, to let go and give in to what the body desires to do when it comes to this pose. Wherever you are on your journey, it is okay. Inhale yourself up. Very, very slowly. Bring your hands behind. Palms on the surface you're on, with the fingers pointing to whatever it is behind you. Give yourself a slight back bend by bringing the shoulders back to open, or to make space rather, for the heart. Exhale. Turn your head from side to side. Okay, so we did a lot there. We're going to get on our bellies now to help our backs out. Push away anything that may be obstructing. Okay. Actually, no. Let's get rid of this. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to lift. Okay, first, bring left hand next to you, palm facing down, like so. We're going to lift the left and right, so left leg, toes pointing down, and right arm. We're going to lift, and we're going to push that right foot into the surface we're on. Push that left hand into the surface we're on. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Engage that glute, engage that core. Exhale, switch. Toes pointing down. And exhale. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, palms to the surface. Bring yourself up. Child's pose just for a little bit. Bring your knees on either side of the table, or just make more space. So that way you can sink in, heart first. From there, thread the needle. Take a left arm, inhale yourself up, just slightly. And then needle it through the space between your arm and your knee. And then move the hand to the opposite side so it's at an angle. Nice stretch. Nice lengthening on the right and nice stretch into the shoulder, left shoulder. Bring the shoulder down if you need to, meaning the left shoulder down. From there, inhale yourself up, using your right hand to bring yourself up. And now we're going to do the opposite. Thread the needle through. Move that left hand till you're at an angle. Nice, nice, beautiful stretch on the left side. Bring that right shoulder down. Allow your core to relax. Okay. Bring that left hand back. Inhale yourself up. Okay. We're going to lie on our backs. And then from there, we're going to move our feet to the corner of the mat, if you have one. Corner of the table, if that's what you're on. Or just at an angle. Only your legs. Keep your hips in place. Keep them centered. Now you're going to move just the torso. Bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale. Bring that right arm up. And then let the left hand clasp the right wrist very loosely for banana. And notice you are facing the ceiling. You're just bringing your ear to the left shoulder, left ear, left shoulder. But your face is still facing the ceiling. Inhale yourself. Inhale that right arm down. And exhale yourself back to center. Now, opposite side, we keep the hips where they're supposed to be. We move the torso, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, left arm up. And then inhale, right arm, clasping it with the right hand, clasping the left wrist with the right hand. Banana. If you're like Steph, I'm not really feeling a stretch at all. Feel free to cross your legs, meaning the left over the right leg. If you are my client, that's the only time you're allowed to cross your legs. Because otherwise, for everybody else that does not know, crossing your legs just in general can throw you off your hips. But in this, you are allowed to do it. Again, the face, you're facing the ceiling. Inhale yourself back to center, allowing the arms to come down on the exhale. Shavasana. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you would like. Thank you so much for joining me for these 29 minutes of Yin Yoga. I will see you Thursday.